garage here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's get ready to rumble! 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the tiger skin colors, weighing 149 pounds. This 1984 Olympic gold medal champion is 29-1-1 with 15 KOs as a professional, and he's held 2 world titles. Ladies and gentlemen, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, introducing the challenger, 2-time world champion and current WBA welterweight champion of the world, Meldrick, TNT and his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red and white trunks, weighing 149 pounds. He brings an outstanding professional record into the ring tonight with 31 victories, 17 by KO, against only 3 defeats. From Campo, California, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Terrible Terry Norris.
All right, this is for the championship of the world. I've already gone through all the instructions. I expect a tough, clean fight. Any questions from the challenger? Any questions from the champion? Let's get it on.
Well, you got let's get ready to rumble. You got let's get it on. Need we say any more?
Yeah, there's 2 questions going into this fight. One, in the early rounds, can Taylor take Norris's punch? As the fight goes along, can Norris take the pace of a tough, long fight?
Meldrick Taylor sprints from his corner. The speculation is that a faster pace will favor Taylor. A slower pace might give Norris more chance to marshal his efforts for the knockout he wants to see. Body punching from Taylor to begin the fight. Meldrick lands a long right hand, tries to follow with the left, pawing with the jab. Norris, the slower starter, he has a history of slow starts in rounds 1, 2, and 3. Stunning left hook to the body by Taylor.
I think Norris is filling him out just a little too long.
The fight just started, George. Taylor has come out of the blocks very fast.
If the first round is to be a statement, clearly Meldrick Taylor wants to state that this will be a boxing match on his terms. He does not want to go near the ropes with Terry Norris. Norris slow to release his punches and missing so far. Meldrick Taylor beating him to the punch. Now Norris lands a short right hand inside. The more Taylor throws, the more he makes himself available for counter punches, and Terry Norris is a good counter puncher once he gets going. Norris says he's willing to take some leather because he doesn't believe Meldrick Taylor can hurt him.
Norris had better believe it.
So you think that's a bad idea, George?
Right, he's taking a few too many shots already.
Body shot by Norris. Wobbled Meldrick Taylor for just an instant. Years ago, Norris was exclusively a right-hand puncher, but the left hook has increasingly become his most effective power punch.
Let's go on the inside, come on.
Norris lands the right hand as they step apart, and now Terry Norris initiates an exchange for one of the first times in the bout. First minute of the fight belonged exclusively to Taylor. Things have been evening up a little bit since then. Both punchers landing effectively there. As Taylor steps inside. He's giving Norris a chance to counter with short left hooks to the chin. Right hand counter landed for Norris. Terry looking much sharper in the last minute of the round than he did to start out.
That was state-of-the-art boxing, and it figures to get better.
All right. That's beautiful first round. Now listen, now go out there and handle the same work this round. You understand? Just go do the same thing you're doing this round. Make it miss, make it break. Now look. Double and triple on that jab. Sit down a little more. Sit down a little more. See, read this guy a little better. Let me see this here. You don't know what I mean? There we go. Right. Let it flow here.
In Taylor's corner, they're talking about make them miss, then make them pay. In Norris's corner, look for a chance to throw the uppercut.
And lest you be deceived into thinking that Meldrick Taylor bleeds from the mouth through this fight, he's wearing a red mouth guard. So if you see red between his lips, it does not necessarily mean there's blood. Let's see if Norris gets a chance to launch the uppercut, which he believes can be the most effective blow in this bout.
I think his corner, Taylor's corner is totally wrong to try to match jabs at this point of the fight with Norris because it's too long and he's quick with it.
Norris's reach advantage, in other words, would give him the edge there.
He's going to match up every time.
Meldrick following instructions from George Benton, though is trying to jab. Norris trying to come over the top with the right hand. 4 straight right hands by Norris. Good body shot by Taylor. Norris misses with the left hook.
But that is blood, I believe, now coming from Taylor's mouth already.
Hard to tell, but it might be. Recall that he bled from the mouth throughout the Chavez bout. One of the things that sent him to the hospital afterwards.
A lot of times the mouthpieces are...
Solid right hand by Norris, George. Right on the button. What about the mouthpiece?
The mouthpieces sometimes are built incorrectly and they'll cause your lips to start bleeding prematurely and you're not hurt.
Again, Meldrick Taylor comes forward, and again, Terry Norris tags him with the right hand. Norris is getting off with that right cross, George. There's the uppercut, and there's the uppercut again. Norris landed it twice. By attempting to jab against Norris's longer reach, Meldrick Taylor appears to have set up a good round for Terry Norris here. Lancing blow with the right hand, but Taylor steps back because he knows the power that Norris packs.
Norris seems to be showing no respect for Taylor's punching power at all, George.
And Taylor has reverted back to old Philadelphia style. Hit me 2, I'll get you 1 later.
George, what can Meldrick do to prevent Norris from landing that short chopping right hand?
Taylor's got to go strictly defensive, if you ask me right now. Stop trying to match punches with the guy. Let him room for a few minutes in the first couple of rounds. Get him later on.
Taylor missed with the long right. Norris came back with the uppercut and landed it. That time Norris missed with the left uppercut. Taylor standing more stationary than we might have expected and still trying to jab, not being effective because he can't get it there. Round 2 coming to a close. It has been a very effective chapter for Terry Norris.
Going back up for a round, you understand? I started there with the right hand. So what I mean? That was just keep the double and triple the jab. So you can't take the right hand over. You got me covered? All right? Now, Roger. Now, when you get close, you hustle. The guy can't beat you on the inside, so you're already inside, I'm telling you. You understand?
Your body punch is coming along good. Keep it up. But jab you.
Relax. Your mouth already busted. You ain't gonna... Always been working on it? Oh, yeah.
Now here is Norris in his most effective early in the round. A straight right hand, and then followed by another one. But neither one budged Taylor. Keep that in mind. Neither one budged Taylor. They certainly got his attention, but he hasn't just fallen over.
Round 3, WBC Super Welterweight Champion Terry Norris defending his title against WBA Welterweight Champion Meldrick Taylor. They begin round 3 with a jabbing contest. And George Foreman, between rounds, George Benson told Meldrick Taylor to stick with the jab, and you shook your head.
No way. He's got to hit and move out of the way. Hit and move out of the way constantly. That's his only hope.
Well, as they traded punches there, Meldrick Taylor got in a left hook that may have been his most effective blow. And now for the moment, Taylor seizes command and steps inside. Norris missing twice with the right hand. Got a glancing land with it once. Left to the body by Norris was good. Right hand by Norris on the button. Meldrick doesn't have a lot of commitment to the jab, George.
No, he should never. He's standing still because his corner told him to use this jab. If they had told him to hit and run away, he would have a better chance at this point.
Meldrick got off to a good start in this round, but now Terry Norris is taking over again. And Meldrick looks a little flustered by Norris's willingness to just wail away with power shots. Don't know how long Terry Norris can bounce like that, though.
He only bounces when he's extra confident.
Now Mills Lane gets ready to talk about low blows again, and Meldrick Taylor argues, no, I didn't get him low. Right hand lands.
And Taylor sticks his tongue out at him and says, I took your shot, you didn't get me.
Well, that usually means just the opposite. Good lefts to the body by Taylor, 2 of them in sequence. That's where I think he has to go, George, inside and to the body.
That's right, and out of the way, because if this fight goes the distance, those body punches are going to start to hurt and wear down Terry Norris, bouncing around with his legs.
Particularly if Norris, as we suspect might be the case, is overtrained and ill-prepared to stretch himself to 12 rounds in this heat. There's the right again, sneaking over the top of Taylor's left. Meldrick again with the smile on his face. I'm not sure the message will get across if Terry Norris keeps landing this way. And for the moment, the blinding hand speed of Meldrick Taylor has been neutralized as he waits outside for Terry Norris to step forward with power shots.
Is fighting a fight that Meldrick Taylor should be fighting. Move, get up to him, get out of the way.
Taylor is notorious for loving to eat between fights, but he's eating too many of those right hands in this fight right now.
Every time, you just got to do more often. Right? Deep breath. Now we start going to the right. Do that hook. You say right hand is up, so you can counter with the hook. All right? Step. All right. You know, don't be on the outside now. You got to move up, but you got to move up behind the left hand. See, don't be hanging outside. This guy's trying to hit you with a long punch.
You're on the outside too much. You got to jab your way in, jab his chest, then go to the body.
Yeah, now don't move up in a crouch.
Okay, let's take a look. There's a nice left hand by Norris to the body. But the right hand to the long looping right hand, it isn't hitting Taylor flush, but it's effective at scoring, and it piles up points.
And it messes up the ears so you can't hear your instructions that well.
And Meldrick doesn't seem to know yet how to neutralize him.
As you heard his corner, they wanted to jab his way and get in at close quarters where Taylor doesn't want to be.
Right hand punch landed for Meldrick Taylor as he stepped in. So again, Norris takes a full shot from Taylor. And again, Norris tries to come back. Right hand landed for Taylor. And for Norris.
This fight is everything it was supposed to be.
Isn't it? in exchange. Again, the right hand lands for Norris. Taylor's left not there to block it. Overhand right. Taylor wobbly. Now remember that in his last title defense, Meldrick Taylor was twice knocked down by Glenwood Brown. These are right hands by Norris that have done the damage.
Norris, of course, has invested into some good body shots also.
Solid left hand. Meldrick swinging wildly, leaving himself wide open. Norris missed an easy shot. Plenty of time left in the round. The word on the back of Terry Norris's haircut is knockout, and that's what he's thinking about right now. Lou Duba yelling for Meldrick Taylor to clinch, but Meldrick keeps throwing leather and dropping his hands. Norris with the uppercut landed. He's trying to measure him and take a shot.
It's about deer hard now. Skills went out of the window.
Meldrick's still wobbly in there, George. Should he be grabbing and clinching?
He should, but he's got too much heart in his soul. He's Philadelphia bred and trained. Doesn't know how to clinch.
He thinks that as Norris throws, he's going to get a chance to land one in return. Norris with another solid right. Meldrick is woozy on the ropes. Second knockdown. There'll be about 20 seconds left when the count is complete. Here comes Terry Norris to try to finish him off.
There's no free knockdown rule. Keep that in mind.
And there's no quit in Meldrick Taylor. A decision for Lane to make. He's very close to stopping it, and there it is.
Rightful decision.
Meldrick Taylor almost got out of the round, but Terry Norris wouldn't let him. Mills Lane with a very tough decision, and you say, George, a good one.
A good decision. He's a young fighter. He still has a future ahead of him. He was fighting a bigger man. He didn't take an extra beating.
I think it was a case of too much heart, Larry.
Well, that's what we said earlier, that when champions fight, their instinct is when they get hit, they're going to hit the other guy back. That's what has made these kinds of fights so action-filled. Somewhat slightly reminiscent in another way of Hearns and Hagler. They just both came out, they boxed very hard, but Terry Norris found that he could land that right hand, and as Taylor tried to get in close,
Right on top of the head. Strange that a middleweight fighter can knock you down in that fashion.
if you remember between rounds, Georgie Benton told Taylor, you must jab your way and get in close. But when he got in close, he got nailed. That's the danger of getting in close, George.
It was that shot right by the ear. So Norris is indeed a clever boxer. He's a puncher.
Now let's take a look at the second knockdown. We're going to, from some different angles. There was probably the hardest punch of the lot. And you can see Taylor is hurt. And a punch on top of the head sends him reeling. He's off balance. Dazed.
Who gives you instructions for when you're hurt?
Only your heart and only your memory can give you those instructions.
And those shots, the first one was right on between the chin and the cheekbone, which is hard to recover from.
Interestingly, Terry Norris has a history of hitting fighters when they're down. He got disqualified for it once. He did it to both Leonard and Curry. He managed to restrain himself here, even though he had 2 free shots at Taylor as Taylor was going down.
Yeah, you practice for months and months. That's a hard thing to control.
There's Mills Lane stepping in with the final decision.